Ahead of the 2019 NFL owners' meetings, New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft released a statement. The statement apologized for allegations that Kraft had solicited prostitution at a day spa in Jupiter, Florida. Here's the full statement, via ESPN's Adam Schefter. Statement from Patriots owner Robert Kraft, picked at twitter.com/giswong4, Adam Schefter, @Adam Schefter, March 23, 2019. Kraft's statement comes in wake of a separate statement made by his attorney, William Burke, claiming that the evidence in Kraft's case was obtained illegally. The Kraft legal team was also pushing to prevent the release of the video evidence, which the sheriff expects to go public at some point. We'll have more to come on the latest development in the Kraft case. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. The last time Malcolm Mitchell left the site of a game that mattered, he did so nonchalantly. He carried it to go plate in one hand, a half-eaten wing in the other. He'd just caught 6 passes for 70 yards and helped the Patriots win Super Bowl 51. I spoke to him about how 2 weeks prior, on the fields behind Gillette Stadium, he hadn't been playing like a guy who would come up with some of the most critical plays in the last game of the season. He'd been dealing with some drops. He admitted they were probably the result of overthinking his Super Bowl prep. Mitchell was thankful, remembering how he flipped the switch, that Tom Brady pulled him aside at the time and told him to focus on one play at a time. Mitchell smiled, strolling through the bowels of NRG Stadium in the direction of the team's Super Bowl party as one of its most promising young players fresh off a championship. At that point, who knew how many more big-game performances Mitchell would put together over the course of his career? More from Bill Perry, Patriots 7-round mock draft 3.0. As it turned out, he wouldn't play in another game outside of a preseason contest in Houston the following summer. Mitchell announced at an event at the University of Georgia this week, more than 2 years after that clutch performance against the Falcons, that he was retiring from football. He followed up his announcement with an Instagram post that read in part, "Everything will work out." Mitchell's knees wouldn't allow him to continue his career after spending a portion of last offseason with the Patriots. Though he's been gone for almost a full calendar year, his absence is still felt at one Patriot place. The 4th-round pick in 2016, who fell that far in part because of injury concerns, was the most productive rookie receiver the Patriots had featured since Deion Branch in 2002. Receiver remains among the most glaring needs on the Patriots roster as they work to build around Julian Edelman. Mitchell's football career was short-lived, but his 1 year in New England, and in particular that one night beating up on Falcons corners, has given him a platform to serve as a literacy advocate. He's written children's books and continues to speak about the importance of reading for kids from all walks of life. Mitchell may be done with the game for which he's known, but his retirement announcement certainly won't be the last we hear from him. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. The septuagenarians speaketh, or maketh a statement as the case may be, which was a good idea. The stupidity exhibited by Patriots owner Robert Kraft leading to a month all of us gasbagging about multiple ill-fated visits to the Orchids of Asia Day Spa. It needed input from the guy who made the decision to go there in the first place. Twice, on consecutive days. Kraft made it clear in his statement that it wasn't his choice to dummy up and not own his decisions. He said he wanted to do it a month ago. The lawyers wouldn't let him. What's changed? A few things. More on Robert Kraft. Kraft's attorney comes out firing first. Earlier this week, Florida prosecutors offered a plea deal only a drooling moron would agree to. "We'll drop the charges if you tell everyone you're guilty and you know it. Clap your hands. Deal?" Then Kraft let it be known that he wasn't taking that deal and that he was still maintaining he hadn't done anything illegal, a wise semantic dodge, keeping the word innocent out of this mess. Then, Sheriff Buford T. Pusser 2.0 saber rattled that video of Robert Kraft's saber rattling was inevitably going to get out there and that most folks might not like it. Then, Kraft's attorneys returned fire Friday, intimating that the full legal fury of a multi-billionaire would visit upon the precinct's house if that damn video, part of an investigation they allege was illegal, got out. And of course, the NFL's annual meeting convened Sunday in Arizona, and the image of Kraft scuttling from elevator to meeting room to limousine without comment for 4 days while his fellow owners had to answer for him was destined to be some of the worst optics since whatever's on that video. So what to make of the statement? I dunno. Kraft was trying to threading the needle between apologizing without admitting guilt while saying, "I've been meaning to tell you this for a long time, but couldn't." On that front, it worked. Also, without saying the women he interacted with were specifically disrespected by him, he at least acknowledged that transactional sex in general isn't the highest form of love. Personally, I loathe that he brought up Myra Kraft in the statement. Regardless how important she was in shaping your morals and respect for women and how deep your love for her continues to be, references to her in the statement regarding "What are we doing?" the last bit expecting to be judged by his words and not his actions and working to regain trust. Good. Fine, NUF said. We are a long way from reaching the point of "Remember when Kraft got pinched at the massage joint?" and having a good nostalgic laugh about it, though. There's a court date next Thursday. The ever-present specter of the video being released is dangling. The NFL has to decide how it proceeds with punishment. There are miles to go before we sleep, but at least Kraft's head can hit the pillow tonight knowing he's publicly acknowledged something. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device.